Okay, so I'm in Iowa right now, and I contacted some farms around here that had some interesting fruit, but I wasn't able to really find too much that's in season. One farm that I called had American persimmons. This guy said, yeah, we've got that, but that's it. And he lived 2.5 hours away from, where I'm staying. So I was like, well, I don't know if I want to go 2.5 hours for a fruit that I'm honestly like not super excited about. But he said like, oh hey, well you know where you're staying, just like a little bit north of there is a like a nature area, like a park, and they have them growing wild in the parking lot. So just like go over there and you'll probably find some because they're like in season. So I went out there like after my gig, and it was really, really dark, and it was just like a surreal experience, like hunting around in the dark looking for little fruits. This is apparently my life now. The guy who told me about these said that there's two trees. One of them has really like terrible fruit, and one of them has fruit that's like okay. So yeah, sounds like it's gonna be great. I got one from each tree, and you can see like they look like two different varieties, because this one is more like squat and this one is a little pointier, and this one you can see is yellow, and this one you can see is orange. And all the ones on the tree that I got this one from were this color, even the ones that fell on the ground. So I'm guessing that this one is actually the bad one, and this one is the good one, because this one looks like it ripened properly, and this one doesn't look like it did. But, what the hell do I know? So I'm gonna try this one. I'm guessing this one's just gonna taste like dry mouth. The thing with these is you're supposed to blet them. If you eat them just like straight off the tree when they would appear to be ripe, they are really astringent. They'll just like dry out your mouth terribly. So you actually have to let them either rot, or you have to let them kind of like freeze partially. You have to have like a frost on the tree before they ripen. And I guess like this just kind of like releases some of the sugars and cuts down some of the things that give you that dry mouth. This one I found like on the ground, and it's super squishy, so I'm guessing that it's probably like partially rotted, and that's actually a good thing. Squeeze a little bit of pulp out. It's not astringent at all. It's fine. The flavor is not especially good, but it is sweet. I'd say it's like a similar sweetness to a normal persimmon. It tastes a little bit like a regular persimmon, but it definitely has its own unique taste, and it's not especially good. What stands out to me is the texture. It reminds me almost like gack fruit, of all things. Just like not a whole lot of flavor, but kind of like a little bit of a creamy, greasy taste to it. If you had like a better variety of this, something that had like a little bit more like pop to it, it would be good. It's like a persimmon, but it's got its own like unique taste. It would be good in like cooking, like if you're gonna make like a pie out of it or something. It reminds me a little bit of like sweet potato or like pumpkin. But I'm not sure like why. It's just got like similar qualities to it. Just so nobody complains that I didn't torture myself with this thing. Yeah, this is actually nice. It's got a lot of sweetness to it. Not a whole lot of flavor. It does have a little bit of astringency to it, but not as bad as I thought it would be. And, yeah, this actually might be the good tree. This is comparable to the Ffuge persimmons, just not as much flavor, but similar sweetness and more astringency. I would definitely pick up a Ffuge persimmon before this one. The other one had more of an interesting flavor. Not bad though. I think if I were able to get rid of that astringency by bledding it, it'd be alright. Hey guys, I want to give a huge shout out to Destin from the channel Smarter Every Day. Smarter Every Day is a pretty popular YouTube channel. If you haven't checked it out, it's about this guy. He travels around in the pursuit of science. So, you know, if you like what I do with fruit, he's kind of doing it with everything else. So, you know, check out his channel if you haven't seen it already. It's really, really cool. I'm already hooked on it. He contributed to my Patreon page in order to help me out a little bit for the next few months. So if you want to help out too and make my series grow even bigger, just click on this screen or go to the description below and click on the links to go to my Patreon page where you can find out more. Thanks so much, guys. Bye-bye.